Hello everyone, and today we are taking people from Copenhagen to Amsterdam for the Dutch Grand Prix. Yes, we're taking K-Mag fans to the Dutch Grand Prix, except he's not an F1 anymore. We'll be making a few stops, so Dents, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, probably not. As well, that's a new one since I last played. We'll also stop at Kiel, since the fact they now play top flight German football, and places like Hamburg, Bremen, and probably stop at Arnhem just to purely unlock that stop, as well, on somewhere that I've not been before. Also, as I drive along, I'm going to have a channel update as well and progress through how the past year has changed as well. I've done previously the Top of Holland bit as well, where you go on that thing that's like in the middle of nowhere. We've got the K-Mag bus. Route, of course, is number 20. It's not an express because we've got quite a few stops, so let's load into Copenhagen. Well, first of all, let's choose a bus livery. A lot of these are Spanish liveries, bus companies. I presume they are subsidiaries of Flickbus or something like that. We'll go with a local one, I think, as well, and of course our Neoplan Skyliner that I've always done. It's the only double-decker coach that I actually have in the game. I do think I know there's more liveries in the Steam Workshop as well, and maybe that'll be one for the future. If there's a F1 related livery, then I will go and find that as well. That's something that I do want to potentially look at this year, is doing more one-off videos as well, because let's be honest, the F1 game isn't good. We're going to need to it's actually got N20 to Amsterdam, because we're going to be driving into Amsterdam at 3 in the morning, just in time for qualifying as well. We need to turn a few things on here as well. The Wi-Fi, we don't need that announcement. It goes on for about half an hour. The air conditioning, sometimes it goes to 24 back to 19. The people on the bus like exactly 22 degrees as well. No, I think we need to open. I've got a key map for that as well. So let's get some people on board. I'm not going to show you all of these every time. Most of these, once you unlock the express check-in option, no, we're not going to Grenoble. We need to go to the airport and get on a plane. He's just sat down there. Yeah, Bremen, yes. You're not going to the Dutch Grand Prix. Amsterdam, yes, he is. Hamburg, no, you're not an F1 fan as well. Bremen, you're not an F1 fan. No, she's not going there either. And he's only going down the road. You can get the train. Oh, one more. Who is going to the Dutch Grand Prix. So there we go. We're all ready to depart as well on our bus, and getting ready for departure out of Copenhagen, which is the only place on this tour that I've actually been to as well. So yes, as I said, potentially wanted to have a look at some oh goodness grief, that Audi did not want to give me any room there, but never mind. I wanted to look at some more one-off videos. Obviously that is mostly due to the way where the F1 game is right now, and it is in a shocking condition. We've just had F1 esports where the racing is, everyone's separated by a quarter. We've already had an accident already. It's going well. Yes, as I was saying, as we go around this roundabout, I think some more one-off F1 related videos is where the channel needs to go this year, because career mode is just I just see career mode going forwards into F1 25. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting quite annoyed with how the game is, because the racing is annoying. I'm going to be looking at some mods ahead of season 3 just to see what's out there. I might do a one-off game experiment video as well. We need some the lined up now. Add it down. Can we go? No, we can't. Yes. Obviously, F124 career mode is still going to continue on the channel for season 3. Beyond that, probably not. I'm not going to lie. And that's purely because, you know, one of the big problems is that it gets very little views. I'm making all deliveries myself, and I can't, the way the contract system works, it only gives you 4 teams. You know, the story that I had planned for this game hasn't worked out. You know, the story path I had planned out. I still don't know if I'm going to end up at McLaren, not for season 3. And I might just say, well, you know, I've had another accident already. Yes, I might just say that, you know, I've had enough of this game. I wanted to do something else. And at that point, I might decide to do some different things. So the F1 Classic Showcase, I've mentioned it last year, it didn't happen. Basically, I'm actually, the problem with it, oh dear, I've had another accident already, as well. Basically, one of the issues that I've got with the F1 Classic Showcase is that I don't know if those videos are actually going to do well, as that train is hovering over the train lines there. We'll ignore that. Yes. With the F1 Classic Showcase, I mean, I've got down in F1 2017, I've recorded quite a lot of it, so in theory I should get I'm literally recording it in the spare time that I've got. Once it's recorded, I think that putting it together, I've got an idea of how it's going to be presented, so it should be relatively easy for me to edit. You know, just to basically compiling the fastest laps from each of the cars across the game, just basically showing that as well, and then showing the times at the end, which I've all got. Oh no, it's gone wrong. We've had a heavy accident now. So yes, I think that will come. Obviously there will be a break between season 2 and season 3, and that's when F1 Manager will come back. And I mean, I would play more F1 Manager, especially the fact this is the last F1 Manager we're getting. The problems I have with it is that I don't really enjoy the game. I prefer to get stuck in and drive, and that's, you know, I didn't realise that until I played F1 Manager properly, you know. So yeah, I mean, if those videos don't go well, then that will come in, but that's going to come in once season 2 is done. I've identified a few liveries. I've just got to literally install them and check that they actually work as well. So I've identified all the liveries that I want for the season 2, and it's probably just going to be a season 2, to be honest. I mean, the thing is that there's no photo mode now. We're going to go for a toll bridge here actually, as we go up to the bridge. This is not the bridge, by the way, that's in the bridge. That one goes between Copenhagen and Malmo. This is the bridge that goes between. I think this is the first of 2 bridges that links the islands of Denmark together, basically. Yes, you know, I mean, there used to be we probably can get still a ferry. I'm pretty sure, like, I know that on the Severn Bridge there is still a ferry. You can get, come on, let us through. There we go. Yes, and now we got to try and accelerate as fast as possible. Yeah, not really good, lot of acceleration there. Yes, so there's loads of these bridges around Denmark, and they all look. I mean, the three that are there. I mean, the one that links Copenhagen to Malmo is the biggest. This is a smaller one as well. It's all in Denmark. It looks like there's a cargo ship going in between. It's actually, you know, what, as I said, this part of the world is actually pretty busy as well for shipping. But yes, back to as we're going to have a nice lighthouse as well. Back to where I was. So there's 2 fancy livery videos that are left to come out as well, and on F124 I think that I haven't done enough fantasy livery videos. There was quite a while where I didn't have that series on the channel. And they do take a little bit of time to make each of the liveries, and obviously the racing is pretty substandard on F124. So there's 2 videos left. One of them's going to be the Cadillac. That will be out in a few weeks, and you see, I think they've had a bit of a screen freeze. Apologies about that. Yeah, this game does this game, Fernbus. Oh, I've left one of the passenger luggage compartments open. That shouldn't have happened. Anyway, yes. One of the obviously technology. I think this is a good time to talk about what equipment I have, and to be honest, it's very out of date. I'm talking to you now on something that I recently bought. It's a Wave 3 mic, but to be honest, I haven't used it in every video because for me, I don't sound any different to the Blue Yeti mic that I've had on pretty much every video since 2018. It has served me well, that Yeti mic. It still works, and I still use it because the packaging that I've got, the Wave 3 is there's a lot of packaging to take out and fold out. I'm not because I'm not a full-time YouTuber. You have that thing where I use my setup to work from home. So obviously I don't necessarily want my mics as well, because as team school, I've got an Alienware headset which I've had since 2019 for that sort of thing, where I can hear and talk at the same time. Although the microphone quality is not as good as either the Yeti nor the Wave mic. I think I used it on one video ages ago, but other than that, I can't remember where that is. As we're coming up to our first stop on today's tour of Dents, as well. But yeah, I know where the F1 game is going. It's not going right. It's going downhill. We don't even know if Codemasters are going to be making an F1 game in 2026. We don't even know there's going to be an F1 game in 2026. Who knows where that game's going to be? But this is a big year for racing games, 2025, and coming next week, hopefully, if I can get to work, will be Assetto Corsa Evo. A lot of people have been trying it on the wheel. I'm going to give you the pad experience for that, and it will probably end up with me spinning out, crashing, possibly not even get to a race, as well as we go into Cartamunda, I think, as well, which is not in the game yet, so we have to turn off what is a major motorway and come up to a roundabout here. So yes, I'm going to try that. I believe the people that made Project Cars, some of the people that made Project Cars are also releasing a new game as well this year. We've got GTA 6 coming out as well. So there's a few racing games that are definitely coming out to the channel that I possibly will want to be trying at some point. And this is obviously something for me where, trying to diversify the channel away from the F1 game may or may not help to try and improve the channel. I've always tried to grow the channel, as we've got what looks like a massive IKEA on the left there. Yes, obviously, there's things where, my PC, it does need replacing at some point. Nvidia have just released their 50 series as well. The other thing I've already purchased, if I go have a crash, just ignore that, is an Elgato 4K capture card. Now, I haven't used it yet because I don't have a 4K monitor. That's why everything's going to be in HD still. At some point, I'm going to upgrade my monitors as well. When I do, I am in the process of redoing the whole setup. It is going to take a while, and the PC and the monitor and the change of that setup is probably going to be the last bit. Yes, I know that my PC is probably going to die one day, and You know, that's going to be really unfortunate for me, because it has had a few crashes, but honestly, then it's got a 1080 graphics card in, which, you know, the 50, as I said, the 50 series are coming out soon. You know, I think the CPU is, the graphics card I think is still very good. The CPU I think has had it, being in Intel i7 series. I can't remind of the life of me remember where it is. That's why we're going to the centre as opposed to OtterUp, as well. You know, there's, you know, when this DLC came out, by the way, there was a lot of criticism about it, that the small map. They've obviously added Odents, which is as well. If you want to see more Fernbus videos, then go and check out more Phoenix 84. There will be some videos on there going in the new year, as I don't think that was quite wide enough for our bus, that lane. But there we go, as we go into what looks like a bit of a dedicated bus stop, although maybe not. Where am I going? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. It's just people sat on the bench. We're going to have to reverse. Hopefully there's nobody coming the other way, otherwise they're gonna have a reversing coach in their way. Yeah, don't know why that's not mapped. That would be very helpful. As well, this is made by a small developer as well, and you know, it's the same with Assetto Corsa Evo, which is coming. It's got full access later this year, as well. They're going to add to it. You know, there's probably going to be more DLCs. There's no F1 cars in it at the moment, so yes, I'm interested to see what other games come out with F1 cars. But you know, if it's just got racing game content, then I'm probably going to give it a go. But whether or not there's a series or not is probably not. It's probably not going to be a series. There's probably just going to be one-off videos, and if those views do well, then I might do more. But this is the point with these channel update videos, as I'm going to have to do a bit of a Ragga Nathan here with a 12-point turn. You know, for about 5 points there, to get out here as well, as we're going to go. I'm curious, where does this place up here go to? You know, we've unlocked a new place. We could go through there and get out, but I mean, what's up here? We're going off the map here, as well. Oh no, it's not going to let us go through there. I think we could get out there, because I can see parts of the map there, and there's just a multi-story car park, looks of it, a bike stop, and then more car parking as well. I think it goes into, looks like a train station probably. That's a bit too small for us. I'll just about squeeze through there. So I know I've hammered on about April 24. Apologies if I'm going on a bit, but I think I need to convey that message. You know, April 24 is a failure. That game just no. You guys clearly don't want to see that kind of stuff on the channel, as well. And it makes sense. You know, obviously Arav is doing his career mode. There's only a certain amount of things that I can do. I can create my own liveries for it, but you know, create my own stories for it, but I don't have the time to go and create this detail that Arav can do, you know, because, you know, he is a full-time YouTuber. I'm not. I have a full-time job. I do this in my spare time for you guys. I should point that out. You know, there is a difference in how we do things. You know, everything for me is on a tight budget based on everything else, really. And you know, I don't get any money from YouTube. Never have earned anything from YouTube, by the way. I should really point that out as well. Yeah, so sorry to go on about that, but I suppose that's really short about where the channel really is at, and I do kind of think that at some point it could die. So that's why I'm trying to diversify in what I'm uploading, because I don't want the channel to die. But you know, the way the channel is going right at this second, you know, with the videos that are on the channel right now, it is close to dying a death. The Lotus video, I admit, that was uploaded last week, that wasn't helped by FOM trying to copyright claim as we were about to go over the second bridge. Yes, that really wasn't helped. Fortunately, that came out on a Sunday, which I don't think I've uploaded on a Sunday since lockdown, as well. You know, since I had furlough, and you know that's the only time I experienced what was it like to be a full-time content creator, and even then, you know, it was those were actually some of the best days for the channel. I think that and F1 2020, 2021. You know, since F1 22 came out and the fact it was terrible, you know, the channel has really died, as well. Which it's a shame because I do enjoy making content, but at the same time, I don't want to see my free time go into something that, at the end of the limited free time go into something that, you know, isn't going to be watched or anything. So that's why, as I said, diversifying. Now, as I said, F1 24 career mode might end after season 3. Most likely will end. The only scenario that I'm seeing at the moment is if I don't win the championship, but it's close. So if I'm with McLaren or another top team and I miss out on the championship, that's the only drive that I could possibly do to go make it a season 4. Because realistically, the story that I want to do isn't going to work in this game, with, you know. And that's a shame, but that's just the way the game mechanics work. It's also the fact that the racing on the game is really poor, but I'm hoping to improve that with some mods that are available. They're not going to be mods made by me. They are going to be mods made. I was just about lucky they're getting in the right lane, as well. The signage on this game where what lane you need to be in is never very good, as well. You know, and I'm someone who drives to work as well 3 times a week, so I know, you know, where the split. One of my routes does pass a split between 2 motorways, so I do know that there is a lot of signage in advance telling you which lane to get in as well. As we're going between 2 motorways here, a bit interesting there. Yes, so I suppose that really means where we're going to be F1 25. We know it is definitely coming out at some point this year. It's probably going to be pretty, my guess is it's going to be pretty similar to the way the game is. I have still got, at some point, another game ideas video to do, but I may or may not do it. It's only really on F1 World, and there's not been really too many comments from you guys about any ideas. But if you guys have got a load of ideas, then I will make that video. But otherwise, that's it. I want to make content that you want to see. I don't want to be making content that either you've already seen or something. But we've had another light accident on that oil truck as well. As we stopped here, we had to take breaks in this game, as well. So yes, and the service stations are not like the ones in the UK. They're literally little parking zones, and the police are here. They're parked on the pavement, which is quite rude of them, you know. I mean, they don't park. I'm pretty sure they don't park like that in real life. They've usually got their own bays, and they're not I've never really seen a policeman at a service station, really, unless they're nicking someone. But yes, you can see the detail in this game, Unreal Engine 5, by the way. As I think that's the border between Germany and the no, it can't be Germany and the Netherlands. We've not even got to Kiev. Must be that must be some regional flag. But it looks like the Dutch flag for some reason there. Don't know why it looks like the Dutch flag. There we go. We're about to go into Germany from Denmark. As well as I've got to go and tick everyone off now that's on the bus. Should be simple enough to do. I'm not a fan of the upholstery in here, as well. But yes, as we get going again, F1 25. I mean, realistically, if there's going to be an F1 26, a lot of people will be choosing Audi or Cadillac, and I'd let you guys choose for that one. But that's of course if there is an F126, which I think realistically speaking, it needs a new developer. You know, we all know how how lucrative 2026. I've already talked about this in a previous video, so if you haven't seen that, go and check it out on the channel. Yes, as well as we've got a side by side now with a van. I hate that when people just decide to randomly speed up when they've been previously crawling along. It's very annoying. As well, he's gone off to Flensburg, so yes, so F125, there will be a career mode as well after F124's career mode finishes off. There will be a career mode on F125. Between those two, depending on where when season 3 finishes, this is what I'm thinking. We go back onto an old F1 game, and I'm thinking either F1 2020 or F1 2021. And I will do another season of an old driver career mode from one of those two games, because realistically we still got career seasons to do. I'm leaning more towards F1 2020 because the mods the deliveries I made back on F1 2020 weren't the best, and you know, in my opinion, I think I can do better now as well. That's my current thinking, is to move to an older career mode. There will still be F125 mod episodes. That's what's coming after Fancy Livery's done, and on that there will be some game experiments on F125 mod as well. Oh, we got some roadworks. I forgot about these. Haven't they finished this motorway yet? I mean, they were supposed to be doing that years. They did when I remember that from ages ago, because I was on a stream on Twitch, which doesn't really happen anymore because the fan on my PC just whirls away every time I play a game. I've hit a curbstone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they should have finished that motorway by now, but oh well, we'll have to go on the A road as well, which some of the A roads, by the way, also have unlimited speed limits in Germany, which I didn't realise until last summer's holiday that I had there. Black Forest is worth a mention, by the way. If you didn't see my Insta story about it, there are some pictures from the Porsche and Mercedes museums featuring some old F1 cars, so go and check that out. Both of them, especially the Porsche one, is in my opinion the better of the two one, even though it's a bit smaller. I think it's much better laid out. So looks like another motorway here anyway, or it's an A road actually. As well, just ignore that red light there as we come into Kiel here. Yes, definitely worth a mention as well. And they also have an Irish breakfast tea as well, which I thought I'd gone in the wrong entrance. That's the car park. Just ignore that as well. I'm always early, by the way, for these visits, but yes, it looks like it's a proper coach station by the docks. Some of the coach stations on the game are just like a bus stop, which, you know, even Southampton has a proper coach station, even if it is out of the way, and we're going to hit that pillar as well. Just as well, there's no visual damage on this game, and I'm supposed to oh hang on, the doors are supposed to be on the other side. The doors are on the other side. How am I supposed to do? I've gone in the wrong way. Okay. I think I was supposed to go around to the right and then come through these pillars. Yeah. But we're just kind of, we'll go through these pillars. Then we'll have to do a bit of reverse action as well to try and get anything. It says we've gone to Hamburg. We haven't. We'll come back as well. There's some cones, useless bollards. The F1 circuits, by the way, they always, in the F1 game, always too many bollards. I always wonder if there's not that many in real life. But we have got the green marker where we're supposed to go. Park up as well, just straighten up. Not everyone's got luggage, by the way, so must be some day trippers going to just to watch qualifying come back. Anyway, I've made it out of Kiel as well. Don't hit that. I've hit it. Oh well. Yes, so that's really it for the channel update. I'm not gonna lie. This is the point of the video where I throw it over to you guys and say, what do you want to see this year? The channel last year, I mean, after I hit 1,000 subscribers, it sort of really tailed off. You know, I've only gained 69 subscribers since then, as well. So again, I'm trying to grow. The main message for me is I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to diversify what I do away from the F1 games. You know, the main message is for me, because I have been dribbling on F1 24 career mode. There will be a season 3 after that, unlikely to be had. Probably be replaced by first the classic showcase, then we'll move on to F1, either F1 2020 or F1 2021 career mode. There will be some mods for that as well. Then after, you know, that will be teamed up with first. There will be some, you know, some one-off videos coming up, a set of Corsa Evo, and other games that are coming out this year as well. As I said, it's a big year for racing games this year, so you know, most notably topped off by GTA 6 that is coming out. Excuse me. And you know, that's really the message from me. And then obviously F1 25 career mode. I haven't quite worked out what that's going to look like yet. I think it's going to be a road to Mercedes, unless I think of something better. But that's realistically where that career mode is going to be, as well. As for what season 3 is going to look like, you will see some realistic things, as I'm going to do something illegal, nothing to see here in the UK, but I'm going to take that lorry. That's not allowed in the UK, but other parts of the country, other parts of the world it is, as well as we're coming into Hamburg here. Yes, season 3, I don't know where I'm going to be yet, so I have started working on sponsors. I haven't started working on the liveries. F1, as I said, F1 Manager, that's going to come back and fill a little bit of hole, but I think it's probably going to be 5 to 6 episodes, plus a pre-season video as well, and that's probably going to be it, because I don't really enjoy the game so much, really, as well. I think, realistically, more Phoenix 84 is going to have possibly have a bigger year for gaming, and that's purely because that series is going to have a few things on it. Excuse me. I've got stuff like Microsoft Flight Simulator to cover on there. City Skylines 2 is having a big year with asset support. Okay, just decide to let me out. Thank you very much. You know, even the stuff like this, playing a bit more Fernbus. I've got the Poland DLC to explore, and playing other games, because, you know, playing other one-off games, because I think that's where that channel's going to go. It's just going to be me playing random games and occasionally failing to play Microsoft Flight Simulator videos as well, which I'll probably try out career mode at some point. And I think I'm in the wrong lane at some point. Yes. I'm just going to quickly... Oh, we've had an accident because... Well, you know, I had to come out. The signage was wrong. Yes, I do like playing games as well. I've got my Xbox Series X, to be honest. I think that, you know, once I have a 4K... I don't have a 4K monitor, so, you know, the setup it's not a priority, but it is a priority, so I'm working on it bit by bit, and slowly over time I will have the setup that I want on the channel, you know, a new PC. That is probably definitely something I'm thinking about. And also, you know, new monitors as well. I've got the new capture card, got a new Xbox, I've got a new mic, but I'm not sold on using this Wave 3 mic. I might use another one at some point. It's going to be stopped by the police here, thank you very much. There's even a chance, you know, to play some older F1 games again. Yes, I have thought about that. You know, I can't get F1 2010 or F1 2011 to work as the police are just letting us go. You know, they should really let us park up before checking everything, but I've never seen it in this game where I've never not failed any of this. But we're going to park up here anyway, and take a break because we need to do that otherwise we'll get pop-up messages as well. Yes, we got a Fat Reich here. I don't know if that's a German joke because the developers of this game are German. We got 5 for 5 burgers. I can't actually go close to that as well. Look at that sun. This is Unreal Engine 5. And I do think that even my 1080 is actually making the game, you know, it still looks good on here. You know, if you want to, obviously the Xbox graphics cards, it's better than this one. Say there's a crash here. Oh, we might as well just drive them out of the way. Come on, move out the way, out the way. There we go, coming through. Thank you for complying. Yes, as we approach Bremen as the sun starts to set here. Yes, and at this point, my game actually crashed here after Bremen. Yes, as I'm going to reverse here. So yeah, that is annoying. There it is. Game crashed, and I had to spawn back as well, and the bus is now in the middle of the road blocking everyone. So we're going to move the bus out of the way, and yeah, it's also the 1st of July. We were on the 24th of August, so we're going to have to sit here in Bremen for 2 months before we can leave. Imagine. Yeah, that is not right. We're going to reverse, we're going to come out of here, just use as well, and then we will pull into this, what is a bus stop really. Yeah, that's the channel update. As I said previously, I realise I am waffling at this point, and I do apologise as well. 2 months later, everyone's on, and we can finally leave. You know, those people have been living on a coach for 2 months. I mean, we do have there is actually a toilet on this coach as well. Although I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't want to sit near it. Basically, that's what it's the same with toilets on trains. As that moon's come out there. Apologies for the flashing. That seems to be my game. I do apologise about that. Just a bit of a warning. I'm just going to have a bit of a crash there. We're just going to ignore that, and we're going to move on. The moon is always a bit big in this game, but that's the game that was designed. This game did come out 9 years ago now. Goodness grief, 2016. You know, it has been a while. Actually here now in Arnhem, as well. This is the only. I think this is the only one in the Netherlands I haven't been to. And just finally speaking on the channel, really. Obviously, the number of uploads has gone down, and that's really to help me. I think 2 uploads a week is where I'm at, plus a short. That's really where I am. I've rebuilt my TikTok recently as well, because of the TikTok account was linked to my Twitter account, and they don't accept Twitter accounts, so that means I can't actually do anything. I can't reset password, I can't do anything with that account anymore. So I created a new account basically. I'm going to finally leave Arnhem and head to our final destination of Amsterdam as well, so that's there. So that, you know, all the shorts are uploaded to most of them are uploaded to Instagram, depending on whether or not Instagram will take it or not. I have fiddled about with the settings, so usually the higher resolution one goes to YouTube, and then I render it for the short for a second time, and it goes onto at a slightly lower quality. It goes onto Instagram and onto TikTok as well. I do realise that any of my American followers, you won't be able to view TikTok. You know, obviously that's Instagram Instagram and YouTube are there for you. Have you been following on TikTok before? You know, I mean, I don't know why they're really banning it. Really, you know, if people want to view TikTok, then let them. You know, it's as simple as that, in my opinion. But there we go. Yes, but that is our grand tour. We are almost here in Amsterdam. This is a nice fully lit motorway. Not all the motorways are lit by lights in the world. Belgium, I think, if I remember rightly, from Top Gear as well. I'd love to do a bit more Top Gear. Maybe we would do a bit more Forza Horizon gameplay as well in the future. There's rumour there could be a Forza Horizon 6 coming out this year as well, and if there is, then we'll probably do a few videos on that as well. Probably not going to stream it, to be honest, because, you know, it's just at the same, you know, my streaming days are probably over, mainly because I wouldn't get any views on that, and there's just no point. I think I'm better focusing my time on making a video than you know, streaming for a few hours, doing random stuff. I can just make a video out the content that I record as well. So that's my ideas, but of course I'm open to suggestions, and this is your chance to get involved. Comment below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well to see these videos. Without the subscribers, you know, and you guys watching, liking and commenting on videos, the channel doesn't exist. You know, yeah, I do kind of need that interaction, even though I don't respond to comments every day at the time, because you know, but basically liking and commenting as we're here by by the rivers in Amsterdam. There's the bus, and there's the river. We better go and turn everything off, actually, because that is wasting fuel. And they probably, you know, and knowing the coach, there's probably a thing on that. But yeah, that was a drive to Amsterdam as well, and the moon has now come out. There's a few stars out. It's a nice evening here in Amsterdam. As the K-Mag fans go to the Dutch Grand Prix, not realising he's not going to be on the grid in 2025, being this is 2024. As well, a few race week videos. I haven't talked about race week, and I'm at the end of the video. I apologise. Race week as well. I haven't figured that I do want to do a few more, but not every video works on that, and that's where, you know, that's where there's going to be a bit of trial and error with some of the gameplay, one-off gameplay videos. If it works, it gets enough views, then I'll make another video until it getting views, and then I'll try and then I'll change it up a bit. That's the message that I'm trying to convey this year, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you've got suggestions, as I said, please hit me up with your suggestions in the comments below. I don't have a PlayStation, so if you're looking for me to play Gran Turismo, it's not going to happen, because I'm not forking out for a PS5. You know, it's bad enough having to fork out for an Xbox Series X or mini fridge one for Forza Motorsport as well, which I think might be coming back, but they haven't released any more F1 cars yet. But if they do release another circuit or so, then I might play it, but obviously that series might be done now as well. I've rambled on in this video. If you have watched and listened to my ramblings, then please let me know in the comments below. I do want to hear what you have to say about all my ramblings as well. But yeah, and thank you for watching to the end. I do really appreciate everyone who does watch all to the end, because not everyone does. I can see that by the average view duration. I do keep an eye on that on videos, and I can see that this one's probably not going to have much more than half a minute probably as well. Business as usual, we'll be back on Monday with an episode of Career Mode. There'll also be a set course at Evo on Friday, unless Career Mode blows up, in which case those videos might be switched around, if I can get a set course Evo to work as well. And then, you know, after that there'll be Career Mode, Fantasy Liveries, and I think then we'll be on to F1 Manager then as well. So yeah, until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. I really mean that. If you have, you know, this has been on for 45 minutes now and I'm still rambling on. And until the next video then, I'm gonna shut up now. I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.